Yes, hello.
Yeah. This be the Great Sterlace show. A smack-calling substitute. Today we have the substitute of the substitute. Mr. Johnny. No, intern, get that title off the screen. There you go. Hey, what happened to Johnny? He froze. There he is. Salome. Here we have Johnny on the didgeridoo. Because if you do, you need to use protection. So, pal, where's the other half of your act?
She's,
No, not that one.
the guitar one?
Yeah.
He failed, so now I have to do shitty didgeridooing instead of Green Schwinn. Even though we have a reunion show this Friday at Milky's, come on by if Andy shows up.
Oh, you mean tonight?
Yes. So come see it, friends. Green Schwinn is reuniting for the first time in, like, a long time. And, it's gonna be good. We were supposed to practice, but we didn't because Andy doesn't like to show up for things. But whatever, hopefully it'll go well anyway. I've been doing Green Schwinn for so many years. Not with this little handy didgeridoo, but anyway, yeah, I do hope that you come to the Green Schwinn show. No matter how bad it is, a bad Green Schwinn show is still a good Green Schwinn show because I make it as crazy and bombastic as possible with two semi-alcoholic Arab guys get at it and sing old-time songs. Although we're no longer alcoholics. Andy recently quit his alcohol, and I have quit long ago. But that did kind of make it funny, just these two drunk Arab guys just singing about tiptoeing through the flowers and oh gosh, one time we had the show, we had this
Tiny.
oh
Tiny is awesome.
yeah, Tiny's pretty cool. One time we stole this idea for Tiny. Tiny would do this really creepy thing where he'd give a girl at every show the sexiest girl at the show award or the prettiest girl at every show award. And so one time we did it and it was so awkward. It's like, how did Tiny do this all the time? He's so crazy. Oh, you're the most beautiful girl in the entire venue. Here, I have this wonderful little present. He would get like trophies made. And he also had the big one where he had the Prettiest Girl of the Year award, which went to a lady of little morals known as Miss Popcorn. So, you know, Yeah. It was Tiny. Don't let his morals confuse you. Tiny was a little bit sleazy. Tiny got around. There's so many interviews with him just in his bedroom. There's just this gross prostitute sitting with him. He's like, oh God, let me tell you, Miss Cleo back here knows a lot. And he's just like out of his mind.
But then again, he was such a germaphobe.
Yeah, he was such a germaphobe. He wouldn't wear underpants. He only wore Depends, just because he thought it was cleaner. Because you just threw him out every time he went to the bathroom.
Couldn't you just do that with like normal underwear? Just like.
I don't think Tiny was thinking that far ahead. Somehow, I don't think it quite went to his mind. Tiny. I hate to tell you that does make a lot more sense. Yeah, Tiny's not always the brightest bulb, but he also he would only eat with the plastic forks and knives and stuff because he didn't have to clean them. He showered 8 times daily. Except for the one day he couldn't shower because there was a huge flood and he was stuck out of his house. So he showered 16 times the next day just to be safe. I don't think that's how it works. But, better safe than sorry, I guess. And then he also used, hemorrhoid cream on his hands and stuff. And he was very...
Well, of course, the H stands for hands.
Ah, yes, of course.
You didn't know that?
I do now, but I did not. But Miss Vicky was on Howard Stern trying to take him down and make him look like an asshole. Tiny, you always wore my panties all the time. He's like, no, that's slander. I only wore them once, and I stopped because they didn't have a fly, so I switched over to Depends, which have a fly. It's like, right. That's the problem. Okay. And she's just like, oh, Tiny, you're so ridiculous. You just stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning with that weird little freak writing songs. Now, you leave that little pipsqueak out of there. Isidore Fattel's a great man. He's going to be a star. Isidore Fattel had one release on Tiny Tim's Toilet Records in 1980. It was a cover of I Am Woman and his own masterpiece, Susan B., which I cover regularly with Pamela as well as Andrew. Isidore Fattel is a very interesting character. He is a early example of a trans woman. He's 4 foot tall. He's got giant fish eyes. He's on Oddville MTV for 20 years wearing his dress, and he's like, oh yes, I've had the whole makeover. I've got so many songs I love to show you. This is my song called Exactly Like Marie. And it's just this song where he wrote about how he wants to be exactly like Marie Osmond. Exactly like Marie, yay! And then he sings Rock Around the Clock Tonight in Hebrew, or Yiddish, I'm sorry. And then, of course, he does a very a Tiny Tim-less version of Susan B. on Oddville TV, which is another great public access TV show. But it's highly entertaining. He's half asleep and 90 years old. He's like, Susan B. It's hilarious, but it's also sad. It's like, no, Isidore, go to bed, man. It's okay. No, I hate all men. I don't know why I'm friends with Tiny Tim. No one knows why any of your crew does anything you do, I mean. I wish Tiny was still alive. Tiny would have loved to be on the Greg Sterlace show. And he could have been. It was running while he's still alive, but I didn't have the Tiny Tim connections at the time. And also I was a toddler, which doesn't help. But if toddler me could get Tiny Tim on the show and also find all of you guys somehow 20 plus years ago, then Tiny Tim could have been the David Lee Behart episode of the 90s. Oh, Mr. Sterlace, let me tell you, this is a great program. Oh, you got all these wonderful little ducks here. I know Dudley wasn't quite involved yet, but should have been. Tiny can see in the future like that.
I can transubstantiate. Hop in the pouch and go see him anytime I'd like.
Oh, whatever, Dudley, showing off your magical prowess. Sonic the Hedgehog too. Wasn't Tails called miles per hour. It took me years to figure out what that meant.
You couldn't figure out miles per hour?
I don't know why. It stumped me until about 2 days ago. Because I was always like, why is Tails miles per hour? What kind of stupid name is that? Oh. And I just got it. It's like how not that long ago I figured out what Netflix meant. Like, I was like...
Wait, what?
I was like, Internetflix. I just got it. And it was a revelation. And Pam looked at me like, God, why do I? What? I don't know if I should be talking to you right now. But it's just like, but I don't know. I think the miles per hour thing was worse. But Tails is way better.
No, Netflix is probably the worst.
Yeah,
it's literally Netflix.
I know, but somehow it eluded.
Your flicks you get from the net.
Yeah. See, now that I just somehow I never put that together.
You get your DVDs by the mail, so you don't have to go to the Blockbuster.
Yeah, that was the best form of Netflix. That was the only form of Netflix I've ever used. Was when you just get it. I only tried it once. I don't think I've ever used modern Netflix, but I like Blockbuster. I went to Blockbuster as recently as 2018 at the one in Oregon, and
yeah, the only one.
yeah, it's the only one, but it's still pretty much just a Blockbuster. Like, it's not really very changed. And then Toys R Us.
It's just so they can get all the people with the late fees that still have their outstanding movies.
Oh shit! The last Blockbuster I went to was the one in the Southgate Plaza in South Buffalo. I think I bought Clash of the Titans or something. That's a classic. Oh, let me tell you. I need to get Blood Harvest on DVD. They used to have the Tiny Tim movie Blood Harvest on YouTube, but then dumbasses put it on an official DVD, so now you gotta go buy it. Should have ripped it from YouTube when I had the chance. But see Blood Harvest if you can. It's very hilarious. It doesn't mean to be hilarious. It's genuinely like a scary movie, but Tiny Tim's really bad at being scary. Like, he's just like, okay, I'm here. Oh no, I've got a gun. I'm a clown. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to shoot, officer. It's like, But I don't know.
Tiny Tim, great singer, bad actor.
Yeah, he's really bad actor. It's highly entertaining. But the Les Claypool movie's very funny. Yeah, it's a National Lampoon movie, Quest for Festeroo. That's a very funny movie. It's got some Captain Crook people in it, actually. So if you want to see a movie starring some of the Captain Crook crew, check out Les Claypool's Quest for Festeroo. It's a National Lampoon. It's very funny. I was not in it, sadly, because I didn't live on the West Coast, and I still don't. So I couldn't get the Captain people on it, but it's very fun. I don't know. I'm a huge Les Claypool fan. It's very good. But speaking of which, I'm supposed to be a big shot movie star starring as Charles Manson. You might have heard of him. It's a really big role. I don't know if you know about it.
Charlie.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah. I'm a little bit famous now. I actually have had this Canadian actor dude who he thinks I'm some kind of big shot. He's been trying to message me on Facebook all since yesterday. Like, can I get a hold of your agent? So, yeah, who do you know? What you been in? And yeah, I've been in a few things, but can you help me get more? And I'm just kind of dragging him along. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in a lot of stuff right now. I got a lot going on. I'll see if I can squeeze you in. But it's pretty funny.
Yeah, you got all them deliveries. You got the Red Huffy. You got the Green Schwinn. You got the Spurlack show. You got the Spurlack movie.
Yeah, I got a lot going on. Not to mention working on all those sexy comics, which I'm still trying to work on. Get that crap done. It takes so long, but only because I just don't sit down and draw it every day. But you know, one of these days, coming to a comic shop near you. The first one's done, other than a little light editing, but I'm terrible at editing, and I don't have the money to pay anyone to edit it, and most people don't want to edit it for free. My ex-girlfriend did used to edit things. She would edit things for me, but she did not edit this because I'm pretty sure she's mad at me because, I mean, I'm not in California, and I'm with Pamela, so... But can you just, like, edit it for free? Like, it's only, like, 100 pages. Come on. But whatever, edit it myself. I suck at editing, but I can do it. But and also I don't want most people to see it because like I'm pretty sure it's offensive to someone. I mean, the whole comic is just based on like stereotypes. I mean, there's Hawaiian stereotypes, German stereotypes about like just idiots and stuff.
My favorite stereotype would probably be RCA or Sony.
I like Sony better. I think I do. RCA is good, but Sony just seems so much sleeker. Maybe I'm wrong. It seems there's something nice about a Sony. But RCA is fine. RCA is very classic. But whatever, I don't know. And the second issue gets even dicier. Then you're getting into like where she goes to India. And I'm like, nah, nobody needs to see the one where she goes to India. That's a little
Very nice.
Yeah, very.
Yeah,
it's very. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but I know how people take things, and I'm a little afraid, like, unless I know these people, that they're probably gonna think I'm some kind of like.
You are a prevert.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, there's like, it's nothing but like boob jokes and like getting punched in the boobs and just boobs. There's pretty much boobs in every panel. So yeah, that part's fine.
Why don't you just name the comic Boobs?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's what Andy actually told me, but I have another idea for a comic called Boobs, which is just like, I've done some where like sometimes the boobs just start talking, and it's like these ridiculous drawings of like boobs, but they just have like regular day lives. Like I drew one where the boobs were working at a McDonald's, and like I remember like it got really upset, and then the boob like shot itself, and then it was like, stop being a bitch, and they slapped it, but it was dead, and it got really depressing. It was really weird. I just like such ridiculous ideas. I mean, dicks are also really funny. Like, I think they're just really funny shapes. Like, just this sausage, this weird sausage shape. It's just a funny shape. And then boobs, they're just kind of like these long tubes filled with, like, stuff. And that's just funny inherently. It's just, and there's a little poker thing at the end. Like, it's just...
I think you got that backwards.
Well, whatever. They're both funny shapes.
The tube steak.
Yeah, tube steak.
Tube steak boogie.
That sounds fun. Yeah, because Andy always fights with me about this, but people's butts are not sexy. I'm sorry. How can it be sexy if you fart out of it? That's not sexy. If someone took a dump in a frying pan, would you want it anymore?
Yeah, well, some people do.
Well, yeah, that's true. But those people are perverts. That's my point.
But you're a pervert.
Yeah, well, okay, you got me there. Point is, don't take a shit in my frying pan.
More importantly, why do you have a spoon?
I will not tell you. Did you ever see the room? There's lots of spoons in frames in room. And more than once today, I've just kind of had a spoon. I didn't know why. I was walking the dog and I didn't realize I had a spoon in my hand, so I just started kind of like doing the worst shuffling job ever, trying to shovel the snow spoonful by spoonful. It didn't work so good. But I don't know. I just kind of decided. I guess it was just the Tommy was sewing me. Ha 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 ha. Just having a spoon.
Oh, so you're Polish now?
You! In reality, I'm not Polish. I am. What the hell am I? I know I'm like Armenian and Arab and white. But not just like
white?
Yeah, to be more specific, I'm like English and French and Irish. I'm basically, if you just kind of like took the Middle East and the Caucasus Mountains and just spread all sorts of whitey stuff on top. But the people don't know this, but I mean, genetically considering, people from the Middle East are also Caucasian. They are considered to be Caucasians. As are North Indians, not so much South Indians. But genetically speaking, Middle Eastern people and North Indians are still Caucasian. But...
Oh, really? I thought we were all human.
Humans? Those garbage? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know, whatever. What's the best human ever? Cher? I like Cher. Cher doesn't seem to age though. It's kind of creepy. I mean, I know.
That's because she's a robot. Duh.
Oh yeah, Cher's Armenian.
Not a human.
What's her real name? I forget. It's something Armenian-y. I think it's Cheryl Kasparian. I don't know. All I know is Cher's Armenian. Oh, you know who's even better Armenian? What's his name? What's the guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks? They're like slave master.
David Seville.
Yeah, Dave. Dave is actually Armenian, which is I think pretty funny. There's a lot of weird Armenian famous people in Hollywood. You got Cher, Dave Seville. You've got Kimmy K. You've got System of a Down. And I guess that's it. But there's a couple. I mean, I could name more Armenian like celebrities than like Chinese ones. I mean, you got Lucy Liu, Jackie Chan.
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu. Anyway, who cares? I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Because when you go to LA, it's very Chinese. It's not a lot of Japanese. You'll see some Japanese, but LA is a very Chinese city. Not as much as San Francisco. San Francisco is the richest white people of all time and a bunch of poor Chinese people. It's a very weird thing. But I enjoy San Francisco. I've got Green Schwinn live from San Francisco coming out on Captain Kirk Records. Look it up. You can get it for free. And we all like free now, don't we, boys and girls? But yeah, I don't know. San Francisco. What? I don't know. There's just so much to say. Yeah, I'm gonna be turning 30 soon, and all it makes me think of is there was this girl who was a 29-year-old virgin, and she was very upset by it. And it was the month she was about to turn 30, and she was desperate to get like banged by some dude. So she was just like hitting on every guy, and she hit on this dude in her TV station. She was like an anchor woman, and he turned her down. And well, that didn't bode too well. All of a sudden, the studio gets shut up, and she shoots herself on live TV. And I'm like, oh god, it's got to be easier to find somebody to fuck you. You just have to kill everybody.
There was Tinder around then.
This was like 1980, so.
No.
Still, you can find somebody to bang you. I mean, if you're an attractive girl, somebody's gonna want to have sex with you. But she's like, no, nobody wants to fuck me. I don't know. It's just like, I don't want to end up like that. Thankfully, I don't have to, because A, I wouldn't do that, and B, I am not a 30-year-old virgin almost. But whatever. It just makes me think of that. I found that once, and I'm like, oh my god. Damn, girl, take a chill pill. Why do people always want to kill everybody when they don't get laid? Like, it's not that big a deal. Just go eat some Oreos. Come on, guys. But whatever. Damn didgeridoo. Oh, and then I was watching this thing where these people were training a monkey to act like a human, and the monkey got really horny, but they raised her so much to be a human, she only wanted to have sex with human dudes. So what she was starting doing was she was having sex with vacuums, and it got out of control. So they had to put her into like a monkey farm, but she didn't want to be with the other monkeys. She only wanted to fuck humans. And it was real awkward. I love watching these monkey facts videos. Like, what was the one monkey? Oh, man. Oh, did you know Bubbles is still alive? I love Bubbles. I can't believe he's still going. Like, chimps are cool, man. Like, nothing cool. There's nothing cooler than a chimp in a tuxedo. Like, I don't know. It's just something cool about a chimp in a tuxedo. But yeah, the monkey thing. There was another monkey where they were trying to teach it sign language, and they had this the official monkey tickler, and it was like, I don't know. I just think it's very funny that your job description is the official monkey tickler. I don't want to tickle no monkeys. They're just gonna like rip your hand off or something. Like a chimp. I keep saying monkeys. They're chimps. But monkeys are bad enough. My mom had a pet monkey. Pam's mom had a pet monkey too. Pam's mom's pet monkey would always like throw its diaper.
What's with all these people having pet monkeys?
Yeah, where's the monkey store? I haven't seen that.
Why don't you just get like a dog?
Yeah, get a nice dog. Get a nice Dudley. I mean, I know those are kind of rare.
I am not your pet.
Sorry, Dudley. Well, what do you keep as a pet? Anything?
The cosmic space egg.
Oh, that's right.
It contains everything.
Whoa. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. All I know is who in their right mind thinks getting a monkey for a pet is a good idea? I mean, Mike Tyson's a dumbass and he gets what does he get? He has a lion for a pet? Or no, it was a tiger. Don't get a tiger for a pet, you stupid. I know you're rich as hell and you think you're... Make my tiger love you. The local station. It's like, no thanks. I always like the Bengal cats. Those are cute. Oh, God. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something stupid about getting a pet monkey. My mom had at least 3 pet monkeys. Pam's mom had pet monkeys. What is it? Is it like only baby boomers that had pet monkeys? I've never known any other generations with a pet monkey. Why? Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Where do you even get them? There's no monkey store. You have to like find that guy. I don't know.
Let me tell you about this thing called the internet.
Oh yeah. Cool. Oh.
Get anything off that bitch.
Remember Kitten Bonsai? Yeah. Well, I remember Kitten Bonsai. It was very stupid, and I can't believe anyone was fooled by it, but I find it hilarious that people fell for this nonsense. It was one of the earliest internet practical jokes, and it was really stupid, and it was really obvious, and it's just like, dude, no, you idiots. It's pretty dumb. See, this is why the episodes where I get to say my mind are highly entertaining. Because I go into kitten bonsai like a real man. But yeah, I like kitten bonsai. Oh, there's so many. I love getting to like the gross internet stories. Like, you ever hear of blowfly girl? It's so nasty. I don't know. I don't think I should go into details on the show, but it's just this girl who like goes in the dumpster and like yeah, she just starts having fun and it's gross, and then she wakes up in the hospital because she's like filled with maggots and has this severe infection, and then she did it another time where she found like this dead deer carcass. It's so fucking nasty. Ugh. And then, oh my God, if you guys don't know about Chris Chan, look up Chris Chan. She's so fucking disgusting. And then, and then there's the magic box that's filled with cum. Somebody submerged their My Little Pony doll in cum in a box for like 6 weeks. There's so many hilarious internet like legends. Like, I don't know. I go on 4chan like way too much.
Once is too many.
Yeah, that's what Andy says. He's like, dude, don't curse this meeting. Don't get off of 4chan right now. But it's like, I don't know. I mean, you never know. I like the you laugh, you lose threads. I usually lose pretty fast because I'm easily amused. I love Tendy's threads. If you don't know what a Tendy's thread is, you're either going to be disgusted or you're gonna discover something amazing. But Tendy boys are a God's gift. But yeah, I don't know. 4chan's been on its stupid ass November thing, which is really fucking stupid. Okay, 4chan, I like some of the stuff you do, but sometimes you guys are just dumbasses. No Nut November is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And I mean, I'm an Anon too, but I ain't doing that shit. The best you get out of me in a 4chan is just like, you laugh, you lose, and I'll post like some stupid meme. Although other parts of 4chan aren't so gross. Like if you just go to like Mew or something, like I can genuinely find some good music on Mew. It's just B. B's mostly not where you want to be. Anywhere else, relatively is okay, but whatever. I don't know. Just don't go on 4chan. It's a bad place. Don't listen to me. Look at I'm sitting here in an attic with a didgeridoo and a duck, for God's sake. But anyway, have fun, friends. Who cares? Call our number. Tell us what you have found on the 4chans or anywhere else on the interwebs. It is great, okay?
Do not go to New Orleans, though, unless I'm there. It is America. Who cares?
Ugh. Damn it. Ugh.